Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Even though he's moving up a weight class, Terence Crawford has 30 pounds to lose in order to make welterweight. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, Terence Crawford posted something very interesting, and I want to talk about it. And it's funny because I say some things on the channel. You guys can listen to old videos, and sometimes it comes true, or you hear another trainer kind of corroborate back up what I just said. Now, a lot of people have asked me my thoughts on how Terence Crawford will fare at welterweight. And I've told you, I've been next to Crawford. I watched him train, and I think he's going to fit at welterweight perfectly. Go listen to those old videos. I think he has the height. He has the frame to move up. He has the age, so it's not like he's moving up at 45 years old or something, and he's moving up to a deadly division. He's moving up to a dangerous division for sure, but he's still in his prime. He seems to be getting better, and more importantly, skills pay the bills. He's very skilled. So I'm not saying weight doesn't matter, because it absolutely does. You get to see fights like Lomachenko or Rigondeaux, where a guy who has his game plan plus a weight advantage, he's able to, just get more things off, and the other guy can't make adjustments. You know what I mean? So weight matters, but when you're highly skilled, then, that can negate some of the weight. But anyway, Terence Crawford, he posted a picture of himself on a scale, and he weighs a whopping 177 pounds. And he says in the caption, "Can't wait to start camp, feeling a little bit heavy. 147 is mine. Work time." Period. So once again, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but 177 minus 147, which is the welterweight division, that's 30 pounds. So once again, this sheds new light on what I've already told you guys. I don't think Crawford's going to have a problem making welterweight or being a factor at welterweight. He's walking around at almost 180 pounds. Which is what I told you guys. Well, actually, I didn't know his exact weight. I didn't know he's up to around 180. However, I told you he had the frame to move up. And I also said, you got to look fighters. See, you have to look at fighters' history and stuff and study the game. And the thing is that Terence Crawford, when he was a lightweight at 135 in the Gamboa fight, he rehydrated. This is years ago. He rehydrated to about 155 in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, as you get older, certain processes slow down for you. Your metabolism slows down, things like that, right? So all that being said, then it's easier to gain weight depending on what you eat and keep the weight. You know what I mean? And sometimes your body will outgrow a division. I firmly believe that guys like Canelo Alvarez, he can't make 54, 55. Him and his team stayed as long as they could. There's sharks up at 160, like the Golovkin, who had been pushing him and stuff, and they waited as long as they could, but it got harder and harder to make. Therefore, he moved up to 160. Because the reason I know what I'm saying is accurate is because when he fought Liam Smith, he had to drop an extra pound because he had been fighting at Canelo weight at 155. Then in that Liam Smith fight, he dropped down to 54, and he looked pissed at the weigh-in. He looked transparent. He looked a bit weight drained. And then when he moved up his next fight to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. at 164.5, he looked buff. He looked ready. He didn't look all weight drained and sucked up. You know what I'm saying? So obviously that was his body thanking him and thanking him for giving it the break of not having to cut as you get older. You know what I mean? Or not having to cut as much. And I think that's the case with Terence Crawford. On top of being undisputed, maybe because he's a professional and he's a gym rat and a workhorse, maybe he could have stayed at 140, but there really wasn't a point, especially if your body's rejecting it. Why have a suspect performance against guys like, I don't know, let's say Regis Progress, because you don't have your weight in order? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And I'm not saying that's what would be the outcome. I'm just giving you guys an example. It just doesn't make sense. Give your body a break. There's big money fights at 147 and move up. So I like Crawford's demeanor. He looks ready. You know what I mean? He knows he's moving up. So I'm not really worried about it because he's been professional. Some people might be shocked that he's 130, but realistically, this new age of boxing, I think Floyd, Pacquiao, maybe Bernard Hopkins, those are the last of the throwback fighters that walk around their actual weight. You know what I mean? The guys like Canelo, Golovkin, different people. They say Golovkin's a small middleweight, but I've seen him in pictures and I'm like, he's way bigger. I mean, definitely guys like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I mean, he looks like he's 200 plus pounds right now. You know what I mean? So that's just the new age of boxing. They do the day before weigh-ins, and a lot of guys, their walking around weight is not. I mean, even Lomachenko, I think his walking around weight is much more than where he's fighting right now, which is 130, because he's fighting guys and he looks bigger. Like he looks just as big as Nicholas Walters, if not bigger than Mariaga, and definitely bigger than Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. But as I was saying, based on this post, I really don't think Crawford's going to have a problem either making weight or having success at the welterweight division. I mean, look at, like I said, he's pushing 180. So obviously he's a guy who has to cut. His power should be there, and his speed should be able to carry up. And most importantly, his skills and his technique. Just because you move up a weight class, you don't forget your all-around skills. You know what I mean? So that's my thoughts. Terence Crawford, he has about 30 pounds to lose, which he has plenty of time. He's a gym rat. He's probably just been vacationing for the holidays. And I did see him a little while ago. He was in Dubai on Instagram and stuff with his family. So he's probably just chilling for the holidays. I mean, look at Tyson Fury right now. Look at old pictures of Billy Joe Saunders. Look at David Lemieux. A lot of these guys, they're big, and for the job, for the fight, they cut a lot of weight. So again, I don't see Crawford not being a professional making weight, and I think this could be a good weight for him. Let me know your thoughts. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.